Hi guys, welcome to Bible Breakdown. We're doing Psalms chapter 5. So this Psalms is titled The Refuge of the Righteous, and it also says, For the choir director with the flutes, a psalm of David. So it starts out with David. He's crying out to the Lord because he wants the Lord to hear him because he's just in so much pain and he wants to be delivered. He's also very desperate to hear a response from the Lord. And verse 2, he says, Pay attention to the sound of my cry, my King and my God, for I pray to you. Then in verse 3, he kind of paints how he's being very disciplined and just like patiently waiting to hear from the Lord every morning. Verse 4 through 6, it lays out all the things that God doesn't like. So it talks about wickedness, evil, boastfulness, evildoers, liars, violent and treacherous people. And in those verses, it talks about how God does not delight in, God does not stand, God does not dwell in these kind of people. So in verse 7, David shows how he'll be respectful towards the Lord. He says, I bow down towards your holy temple in reverential awe of you. And then in verse 8, he talks about how he wants the Lord to lead him. And he says, Make your way straight before me. Then in verse 9 and 10, David describes his enemies to the Lord, and he's basically letting God take vengeance for him. And in verse 10, he says, Drive them out because of their many crimes, for they rebel against you. So because they're going against David, and David was chosen by the Lord to be the ruler over Israel, they're basically going against the Lord as well. And then to end for verses 11 and 12, he ends the prayer praying for the righteous and asking the Lord to bless them. It says, May you shelter them, and may those who love your name boast about you. For you, Lord, bless the righteous one. You surround him with favor like a shield. And that is the end of chapter 5. That's all I have for y'all. I will literally post chapter 6 right after this. So that's all I got. I love y'all. God loves y'all more. Have a great night.